All right, so after waiting on a bunch of really good solid topics to get into, because I'm so lost to get into the Bethany story, and I'm really and truly trying. Hopefully, nonetheless, that you guys have had like a wonderful Christmas. I may be delayed for today, so just look out for that. I will be traveling, but nonetheless, they've given us this whole Amber thing to look at, and I will have a different take. Warning, warning. Let's go.
Baby, you alright? I said you want something to eat.
No, I'm good.
What's wrong with you?
That's a good question as to what's wrong with her. Just out of the blues, you know what I mean? She's been doing fine, and then all of a sudden, she drops into basically a state of depression. So she's gone down the tone scale drastically. What has occurred with her, we don't know. I guess we'll find out as we go along.
Hey, what's going on?
You remember what today is?
Boxing Day, I mean, the day after Christmas. I'm not quite certain. Are we supposed to remember today's day? Did they have a baby today? I don't know. Like, understand. Did they like have like a baby today and them lose the baby today or something like that? Is it that tragic? Is that what it is? I don't know.
I don't know. Should I?
It's the day I walked in and saw you and Shayla in the bed together.
You got to be kidding me. So basically, so we're okay. So this is going to become now a day. Is that what that is? All right. If that is the case, then it may mean that, you know what? Let me progress. Let me progress.
Amber,
See, Aunt. We as women, we're expected to keep going.
Don't know what that means. I'm gonna back that down. That's not true. Because it's the same thing for males. We're expected to keep going just the same. So that line don't work.
To put on face. To act like everything's okay.
We never told you that. So nobody actually told women to act like everything is okay. We tell women to do what they're supposed to do. Now, maybe if you had done what you're supposed to do, maybe if you had moved on into something different, then this would have been what it is. But you can't necessarily say that people expect you to act like everything is okay. I'm not certain where that comes from. So I'm not rocking with this at all because this is like a 1 year memory. You can't live in the past.
And I've tried. Tried.
All right, so I hear her cries, and so because of her cries and the cries you have, it means then that you need therapy, love. As far as whatever you've gone through, you need some therapy. It means you need some healing. It means you have not yet healed. So therefore, you need some therapy, right? Because no one actually forced you to be back with Anthony. You actually put yourself back with Anthony. So to make it seem as though like someone somewhere is saying, Amber, you need to get back with Anthony right now. And in fact, everyone told Amber to move away from Anthony. Everyone did, including you in the audience. So I can't really and truly get up and start feeling sorry for this because the truth is, at the end of the day, we did tell her exactly that she needed to move on. And there is no such thing as people thinking that women's supposed to this and women's supposed to that. What do you think happened with a man? You may expect it to have it. When him don't have it, it's a whole different thing. And I understand the pain and I understand the frustration, but that is what is called life. And men also go through heartbreak as well. So contrary to how women believe it, men do.
I'm trying to act like everything's okay. But it hurts.
Then if it hurts, then it means that maybe this is not the relationship for you. And that's okay as well too. You can stop at any given time. It's called the power of choice. Listen, women have what is called the power of choice. You can choose in any given moment as to what you want to do. Sitting down and crying and saying, hey, you know what I mean, I'm hurt and I'm you know, desolated and I'm whatever it is and I'm depressed. It's not going to work. It's just not going to pull. flinging yourself into depression because of some past event is not going to work. And I understand the concept of the whole idea of, yes, people get depressed and things happen, but you have to find a way to deal with that. And at this point in time, if it is that you've tried and it's not working, then maybe you're trying too hard. I will say that.
Sometimes it feels like no time has passed. Sometimes it feels like it's the same day.
That means you're living in the past. And if you're living in the past, it means that you're not in the present. If you're not in the present, then maybe you don't need to be here. And that's the point that I'm kind of raising. That's the point that I'm raising. It sounds like you're living in the past.
But I gotta be strong, right? I gotta be strong. And act like it's okay.
Who said that? Who said that you have to act like it's okay? Who said that? No one actually said this. This is just being said for whatever it's sort of thin ear. Who actually said that?
That's what's expected of us.
Who is us? Like, oh, stop this. Like, okay. It's one more of them thing. Who said this? Who is us? Are we saying then that basically, there's a particular expectation on women versus what there is on men?
We keep going. We keep going and we keep fighting and we just keep on keeping on, right?
So men don't keep on keeping on. Them just lay by the wayside, basically. Them just, hey, that's it. Okay. So when a man go through like a divorce, like for example, they don't keep on keeping on. Them just, I don't know what, look, no, I'm going to reject this basically from Amber. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to reject this. This is not anybody at all's fault. Remember that this chick has chosen to stay in this. You have to keep that. You can't say it's we and we. You're using pronouns that don't fit this kind of clip because none of the other women would have gone through this.
Yeah.
But, I'm sorry. You're right. I guess I tried to block that out of my head. And I didn't realize how this day made you feel. I'm sorry.
Okay, and how much more sorries I can give? Look, I'm not there. You just look. I've come to realize that you cannot be sick enough to make a sick man better. You just can't. You can't be hungry enough to make a hungry man understand, why am I feel the pain, am I feel with hunger? You just can't. You just can't. You have to go toward the light as far as I'm concerned. Sitting down into the abyss does not work. If she's this depressed and this whatever it is and you feel like this is the wrong thing, then leave. You have that choice. And people are going to tell me, O'Neal, it's not that easy. Well, guys, you have to find a way to make it easy. That's the point I'm raising. But you can't sit down and say, hey, I know we're meant to do certain things, but no, I'm not going to agree with that. It's a very flawed premise, that there is a difference in experiences of life with the genders. As if women are given this extreme heavy load of piles on their back and then bringing it around and men have a very, very soft cushiony life. We don't.
Me too. Me too.
Honestly, I don't.
It's good. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know what she expects from Anton at this point in time. That's just my feeling of it. I'm not very moved. I'm not moved. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not moved. And I'm not moved because, again, it comes down to the power of choice. That's number one. Number two, Amber should have already gone and gotten some amount of therapy or someone to speak with so that way that she could process this out. You cannot not process an event out and then is coming in as if the world has done you some sort of a wrong. It's just unfathomable to think that. Like I said before, you're responsible for anything that happens in your life. You have to take that responsibility and realize that these things happen. Amber's not going to be the first and not going to be the last person to go through a traumatic event, you know what I mean, in her lifetime. She's not. Men don't experience heartbreak or whatever it is different from women. Meaning, it still hurts. It just hurts in a different way. How do you quantify that? Is there someone that has a scale that to say, well, you know what, this problem from the woman is bigger than the problem from the man? Is there somebody that's actually doing that? I'm not quite certain. So my thing is to do this now, you know what I mean, and have a remembrance day of, catching your husband for whatever else it is a little sad. But I guess it happens. What I will say is this. This may just show you exactly that, as I've said before, it's therapy. That's what it costs. But it costs for the idea of therapy and that people need to get some therapy because you can't sit down walking around the earth with something that happened to you a year ago. It not gonna fly. It's not going to fly. It will never help the marriage that you're in now. If you're sick, you can't have two different thoughts. Keep using the fear and faith argument. Faith that the marriage is going to work and fear that the past will happen again. You have to decide your mind as to which one you plan to live into, especially if we're talking about Jesus is popping and it's a Christian kind of show. Then you're looking toward the good. That's all you can look into. There have been many traumas that has occurred during the Bible. We know the story of the flood of Noah, right? Look how many people died in the whole time. Noah have to go through the whole of the heartbreak of seeing different people and come back on the earth again if you want to use that story as something else. Yeah, look on the Job story. Job has lost many different things and have to come back just to see him. It is no different. So you just have to I guess seek God in your thing, you know what I mean? And ask God to show you the way as to how to get over this. But I don't know. I mean, them serve us, it's the day after Christmas. All right. Well, friends, give me a take. I know I'm probably gonna hear some bashing. Let the bashing begin, but that's just my take on it, guys. I'm not gonna sit down and fly with this right now. Amber has decided her mind and she's made up her mind that this is what she wants to do. Everyone else told Amber to leave and she didn't. So at this point in time, she has to take all of these things, and you can't make it look as though you are a victim of whatever it is. While you're a victim, you're now not a victim of where you are right now. That's the point of the matter, because you had the choice to leave then. Then, sure, we can say you're a victim at that point in time, but at this point in time, she now has to decide her mind, am I going to move forward or am I basically going to stay? And if you're going to stay, then get some therapy and some help, but don't bring the past itself back up. Anyways, give me your stake, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. And